Hi guys, Jay Smith here. Welcome to the AskGolfNut channel and welcome to Srixon ZX5 against Mizuno Pro 245. Both forged, both very similarly lofted. These are players' distance irons. These are very important for the manufacturers in question. Why? Because when you're talking about other golfers coming away from a game improvement iron, looking for something a little bit more players-like, a little bit more consistent, etc., this is where the big meaty part of golfers fall into. So we have 30 degrees of loft, 31 degrees of loft in the ZX5. We are talking about technology. The Mizuno Pro 245 has got tungsten, it's hollow bodied, it's forged but chromoly, and then you've got the forged also in the ZX5, but you have mainframe, V-soles, etc. I have full reviews on these on my channel, guys. Again, when it comes to the individual ones, we will have a little card up the top right hand side. You can click on that if you want full in-depth reviews. Let's go do the, tell you what, let's go ZX5. First, looks wise, we have a top line which is squarer than that of the 245, but it's basically the same size. The sole is different. The sole has the V-sole side of it. It's that chamfered area. The 245 does have chamfered off back parts or trail edges of the sole, but this is distinctly different, and this is for turf interaction. Blade lengths are bigger than that of the 245, but again, it's by no means big. We are at Willow Crest, hole 6. It's a par 3 of 182 yards. 182 is a long old way, but these are fairly strong 7-irons. Again, 31 degrees in this, 30 in the 245. Right, let's go give this one a hit down by the golf ball. Again, you can tell it's got a slightly bigger blade length than that of the 245, but offset is nice to look at. First shot is fairly safe. Slightly low, slightly toe by the feedback I can feel from the head. That's a good thing with these kind of golf clubs. Path is 0, face is 0, yeah, 5mm low, 5mm toe. I could feel that, and that's a great thing when you're talking about these kind of golf clubs. You do get the feedback still where you're hitting on the face. 40 yards in the air, 50 degrees descent angle. Again, you cannot complain a iota about how these work. This is why they are going to attract so many golfers, because of how well they perform. You are going to get a certain amount of help from off-center hits, we call it, and we'll, after we do all this bits and pieces, we'll have a look at how well these two work as a comparison against each other on off-center hits. I'll whack them from interesting parts of the face, identically, as best as a human can, to see which one wins over the other one. But out of that one, I'd say, you know what, it feels very, very nice. That might be a bit late. No, that's fine. I thought for a second that might tail off to the right-hand side. Yeah, you'd definitely take that, absolutely. Path was 0, face was fractionally open. I could feel that just, but it's okay. 1mm low, 5mm toe, 42 yards in the air, 51 degrees descent angle. Yeah, working very, very well, as you'd expect. The Srixon and the Mizuno, they're both Japanese forgings, so they have been in competition with each other for some time. A lot of people, it's like the Mercedes and BMW. Which side do you go on? Sometimes there's no reason why you should go one way or the other, other than the fact of what you like. But for me, when it comes to the ZX5, it is a bit of a busy back. So you look at the back part of it, it is visible technology. Everything on a ZX5 says, tech, I'm here to help. Whack me from all over the face, I'll just launch. Where the 245, well, it looks like the fat blade. The 241 is their blade, and of course the 245 just looks like a fat version of it. We'll hit one more of these before we go over to the 245, but the feeling of this, you can definitely tell it is forged. Oh, that's left. That's safe. I mean, I'm not going right, but as soon as I hit that, I thought, yeah, that's left. That's left in the bunker. There we go. Path is 0, face is 2.4 closed. There you go, strike was good. It was 1mm hill, 4mm low, 39 yards in the air, and 49 degrees descent angle. So if it hit the green, it would have stopped, absolutely. It was just my face over closing that did the trick of it going left. Feel-wise, it just does feel nice. This is I would say out of the two, and I've hit 245 enough to know that what 245 will feel like, but if anything, I am gravitating slightly to ZX5. Not by much, but slightly. There you go, that is opposite of what I've just done. Reacting to it, please hit the green. Oh, nearly. Path was slightly across, face is slightly open, there you go. 0mm low, 4mm toe, again, struck pretty well. 42.9 yards in the air and 51.7 degrees descent angle. It's got a lot of loft and it's got an open face. That was my delivery more than anything else, but it's working really very, very well. Right, let's go flick over 245 and see what the difference in looks and feel are. Back now with the Pro 245 in hand. This has got technology, it's chromoly in its construction. We have tungsten, nearly 50 grams of it. We have a hollow bodied, we have copper underlay, we have a Cortec face, and there you go. If you want a full-on description of technology, etc., you can go up there and have a little look for the full review. Looks of this one, we have it looks thinner top line, but basically because it's curved, it looks slightly thinner, but it's the same size within reason as the ZX5. It's a different sole, where this one is a flatter with a little bit of curving off on the leading and mostly on the trailing edge, where the V sole on the ZX5 is very much so a V. We've got blade length slightly smaller than that of the ZX5, so it does look a little bit more compact. And again, down by the golf ball, I would not be able to tell any difference whatsoever in offset at all. That one's definitely in the bunker. I just saw, face was open by a bit. I mean, good shot, but face was open. Bath was 0, face was open, there we go, 2 mil low, 1 mil hill, so it's a decent strike, I can't complain whatsoever. 39 yards in the air, 50 degrees ascent angle, again, I cannot complain whatsoever. Well, apart from the face being 2.5 degrees open, I can complain at that, and that is me and not the golf club. Feel, it's close, but for the people that care about feel, I would say ZX5 just wins on the softness idea. If you want a golf club to feel soft, quiet, dull, then the ZX5 has a little bit more quietness about it. When it comes to the 245, because it is properly hollow bodied, you do get a little bit more resonance, shall we say, a bit more firecracky. But even the copper underlay can't make that much difference to that. Much better direction. Face was 0 at this, I just caught that on quad. Yep, that's definitely carrying, 30 degrees against 31. Club path 1 degree from the inside, and face, there you go, 0.6 closed, 3 mil toe, 5 mil low, can't complain on the strike at all. 38 yards in the air, 49 degrees descent angle, so there's not much in it whatsoever, a carry of 186. Now, these are both players' distance irons. Players' distance irons means effectively for a player but wants distance. There you go, players' distance irons. But because of the technology, all the help it's got in it, you can move around the face, and I'll be doing full forgiveness testing because it will be interesting to see. Again, if you had to put me to this, I would say the 225, the old one to the 245 against the ZX5, I think the ZX5 would win on average. But because the 245 has had a massive update of tungsten, as in like nearly 50 grams or so is in this thing, makes a big difference how it launches and how forgiving it is off center hits. Give it another hit, because again, 186 yards of carry. What a wonderful strike. Not. Low, we'll call that one, but again, you wouldn't know much difference. Club path is 0, face is 0. Again, have a look at that one. 9 mil low, 4 mil toe, so 9 mil low is distinctly not middle. Again, that's a generalized normal thin, and at 34 yards in the air, 47 degrees descent angle, you've seen that by that it has compromised slightly its peak height and its descent angle by a touch, but I mean, that is still well stopping at 183. And that's what you'll find with that tungsten. When you start deviating low on the face, sort of toe and heel as well, you're gonna get that help that you're not gonna get potentially from the ZX5. But again, we don't know until we hit loads around the face to check. Right, let's go one more before we go into the different swing speed and forgiveness testing. Apart from being a bit fadey, oh, it's over the flag. I can't complain at all. Club path again, slightly across, 1.3 across, and face slightly open. Little baby fade. 3 mil hill, 1 mil low. Again, good strike, can't complain at all. 39 yards in the air, 50 degrees descent angle. It is stopping at 184. It's 3.6 yards offline. It's just good. So what we need to do is we need to hit these not into a green at whatever my speed. A lot of golfers are going to be playing these at different speeds. So I'll be doing the test at 70, 80 and 90 miles an hour to see how both of these work at those different speeds. And then we are going to be looking at off-center hits. The forgiveness side, that's going to whack these two around the face, try as best I can do, being a human, identically as possible to see which one is more forgiving than the other. Okay guys, to save this being a video marathon, I've decided to pop this one into 2 parts. For the guys that have just watched this, you can click by the side of me to get to part 2. For the guys that can't see any boxes by the side of me because you're watching on TV or something like that, you can go on my channel and it'll be the next one on the video list. Let's go have a look at part 2 and see if there's a winner between the performance and the forgiveness.